no numbers, there's no pictures, there's no videos, there's no gameplay. I don't like it.
Yo, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. Today, streamers, we got some more lore today. Today, we're going to be reading some very short entries. We got two. We got an old letter and an ancient playbill. So, these were kind of random in that ancient library. They were just sitting around, and I didn't know what to think of them, but I wanted to read these, just because, you know. And there, for some reason there was two old letters and they were both the same. Don't know if that was a mistake or whatever, but regardless, let's go ahead and get into the lore, shall we? Let's do that. Yes. So, an old letter. Okay, if you're reading this note, it means either I'm out getting supplies or I didn't make it. You're probably also wondering why all the red tape just to get into the old university library. Well, my friends and I needed a place we could be safe from those things outside. We didn't know a lot about the shadow creatures, but figured they'd be pretty bad at solving riddles. So we decided to use everything we learned from our rune crafting classes to try locking the door so that humans couldn't find that humans could find us. But those things couldn't. Hopefully it wasn't overkill. But the fact that you're here means at least some people were able to get in with the keys we left around campus. Hope to see you soon. If not, I hope this place is safer for you than it was for us. This is interesting. So, it's not the fact that they locked themselves inside of here, but they basically... So, shadow creatures. So we haven't seen, like, there's no combat in Palia, right, besides hunting, but we haven't seen shadow creatures, which means, like, there was something going on during that time, probably when everything was going haywire, where these people locked themselves inside of the library, but there's no one in there. You know, you go back into that library, and we're humans, obviously, we go back in there, and there's no one in there. No bodies, no nothing. So it's interesting. So shadow creatures, man, that makes me think like flow affected like the creatures around or something like that. Maybe that's why there were shadow creatures, but interesting. So they didn't want those shadow creatures getting in and figured they'd be pretty bad at solving riddles. Interesting. This is a interesting lore entry because I have to think on it because it shows like there was something bad going down and they had to get away from it and they thought the library was the only place they'd be safe. So, but clearly, I mean, that wasn't the case or they just died in there. It's very hard to tell. But let's move on to the next one, which is an ancient playbill. Epoch Valley Players presents Satrios' classic opera, The Kitsu's First Song, starring Lyria Andros as the Kitsu, Jex Marma as the Red Raven, Zyfire as the Rock Lizard, Uriel Vanko as the Prism Trout, Zabat Zan as the Ant, and introducing Tira Wajir as Leontes the Fool. So there's not a lot we can go off of here. It's a very short entry, and I just kind of wanted to go over it because the first word there, the Epoch Valley, that word there, that sounds like a location we've never heard of, and also sounds like a location that could be in Palia at some point. Epoch Valley, I mean, it's not out of the question if Palia decides to do that. If Singular 6 wants to like do a new area, Epoch Valley could be a hint to that. But the Kitsu's First Song, that's interesting. And then we also have names of people here. Probably nothing to pay attention to because it's not really clear like if these people are important, because it's very rare when people are named in the lore in Palia. Like it's very most of the lore entries are very vague, so you're not gonna get like you're not gonna get an important name mentioned. Nothing to really pay attention to. The only character in the lore that is like super important right now is the guy who's covering up the disappearance of the humans. Like he was trying to cover up like basically like anything bad that happened. Like he was covering up like everything, and he basically like locked people away from coming back to Kalima Village or whatever. But that's like the only character that seems important, and he hasn't been brought up again, at least in the lore we've read so far. But yeah, so that was the ancient playbill, and then the old letter. I think both lore entries are very important, so just pay attention to the things that were kind of mentioned in those. But yeah, that's gonna be the video for today. But thank you guys for watching. If you did, I appreciate it, son, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.